Hey, buddy.
Hey, wie bist du?
Hey, ich bin all recht. Hey, people. Hey, look, you're getting another month where Chris and I are in two different places, but because of the magic of technology, we're able to do this thing. Oh my goodness.
Who'd have thought?
Well, Chris, can you got this like it's like the heavens are blessing you. You have this halo, this like glow behind you.
Oh yeah, through the antique stained glass window that probably came from a church in the 1800s.
Okay.
I
You don't
also
have to you
arranged
don't
for a low flyby of the Blue Angels and
well
fireworks
you can't
and
give all our secrets away. Come on now.
confetti
Let
and yeah.
Hey, why don't you intro us like you usually do, buddy?
All right, it's a little strange, but I'll try.
I know.
All right. How do we do it? I've got state dependent learning, Doug. I don't remember what we say.
Well, I don't. What do you normally say when we
Okay,
start?
welcome back to Ask a Pennsylvania Dutchman. My name is Chris LaRose, and this here is Douglas Mainford.
Point this way. No,
our
the other way. The
our
other way.
resident Pennsylvania Dutchman.
Yeah, buddy.
Wie
Hey,
bist du?
oh no, I just asked you. Wie bist?
Alles schaut gut. Und
Okay.
du?
Ich all. You know, Chris,
Du.
this video is coming out in May. It's May.
Holy cow.
The flowers are blue.
My birthday's in May.
I know that. And we're going to do things a little different. Normally, Chris has the question, but this time I got the question and I get to ask it. And then we'll pontificate because this is a really good one. Friends of the channel. One of our dear friends, Dave Adams from Orefield, Pennsylvania, way up there in Lehigh County, up that way in Northeast PA, moving that way. You know, he's a good friend of ours, and he asked me this question when I was at a Versammling with him not too long ago. Actually, when we were in Mount Etna, Chris, I don't know if you remember, we were playing the Mount Etna Groundhog Lodge thing.
Oh, yeah.
He pulled me aside. He goes, Doug, I have a serious question for you for your Ask a Pennsylvania Dutchman series. So, are you ready? This is a good one, Chris. So, from Dave Adams, he wants to know, how do you eat your corn on the cob?
I don't have a typical answer.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm sure there are a lot of people who say I eat it one direction, left to right, right to left, and other people eat it in a spiral. You know how I eat my corn on the cob? I pull out my pocket knife.
No.
And I cut them all off.
No.
put them on the plate.
That's sacrilege. What?
No.
You don't eat it on the cob?
Nah, it hurts my teeth. I used to love eating corn on the cob, but
okay.
I cut it all off.
Okay, so now go back to the days of your youth when you were eating it on the cob. Do you remember how you ate it?
I ate it around in circles.
So you would spin the cob.
I was a vertical kind of guy. You go until it's done, and you move over, and you go until
Okay. Well,
that's the only way you do it if you're not doing it with a pocket knife.
We Pennsylvania Dutch love our sweet corn, and we're, it's May, and everybody's dreaming and salivating for that fresh corn to come in here in a couple months. And boy,
are you growing any, Doug?
Well, sure, I have some planted, but my goodness, it's just little things right now.
Well, you got to shake one.
I have to answer my question. The way I eat my corn is I go left to right. Yeah, left to right. And then I turn it, and then I go left to right and left to right. Now, so the question is, Dave said, however you answer that now, what does it say about a person in regards to how they eat their corn? And you gave answer C, which, most people, you either are spinning the cob or you're going left to right like an old typewriter, or C, you cut it off and then eat it that way. What does that say about the personality of the person in how they eat their corn? This is a philosophical question. Yeah, come on, tough guy.
Well,
here's the people that cut it off are quitters. You're quitters.
Or they're resourceful and they're good at a lot of stuff because they're the kind of people that carry a pocket knife everywhere.
No, my teeth hurt. What kind of an answer is that?
It's an old man answer, Doug. I got sensitive chompers.
Now listen, yeah, okay, well maybe that's it, and that's one thing. If you don't have teeth, well then sure, I get that, but you got teeth. I will say as a side note, if I have fresh corn on the cob, one thing I do like to do, people, and this is an old Pennsylvania Dutch recipe my grandmother taught me, is you cut it off like Chris said before you cook it while it's still raw, and then you pan fry that in a cast iron pan with butter and salt and pepper. Honey, you will. That's good eating.
I've
But
never had that.
oh my goodness, you got to have fried corn. We always called it fried corn. That is the best. It only works when it's fresh. It only works when it's fresh. But man, is that delicious.
You want to know one of the things that I realized I like about cutting off the corn of the cob is that if you cut it really kind of deep on the cob, like before it gets too unedible, a lot of the corn kernels will stick together like a nice big wafer of corn. And oh my gosh, that is one of the most satisfying things in the world. You slap a pat of butter on that. It's like corn potato chips.
That was what I was going to ask you. You cut that corn off the cob and then you put your butter and salt on it.
Oh yeah, I hammer it with that stuff.
Well, yeah, you have to. Okay. So, all right. Well, we know Chris's situation, and people that do that are quitters. I came up with that. That says something about their personality. So, what is you're the philosophical of the two of us, I think, or the more philosophical. What would you say about the difference between people that spin and the people that go left to right or right to left? Boy, that would be something else too. I would imagine since I think it's innate for us that we would go left to right. Do you think there's anybody out there that goes right
English
to left?
Speaker, you probably go left to right because you read left to right. But
I was thinking from the same thing.
Japan or something, I think they read backwards.
No, I think they read their Japanese read. I think they read Dan. The Japanese read Dan, don't they? No, Arabic and Hebrew read right to left.
Oh, hold on, I lost you, Doug.
Oh my goodness, what happened to my buddy? There he is. Oh my, doing better. You got me scared there for a minute.
Somebody ordered a hat and interrupted our philosophical.
Geez, well, what does it say about people that spin their cob? What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, you think about there's a couple different types of people. There's people that do adding and subtracting vertically, and then the people who do it horizontally.
Who does math horizontally?
I don't know. Common Core. Who knows? Like,
oh well.
I think people who eat their corn left to right or right to left, typewriter style, are probably very organized and methodical, but probably can't improvise very well.
Now, come on, that's me. That's me. I go left to right. You don't think I can? I agree with you. I am organized and methodical, but I can improvise. What the heck? And what makes it rolling? What makes rolling the cob make you more improvisational?
Well, I think if you're able to roll with it in real life, you're probably going to roll with it with your corn on the cob.
So rollers are more free spirits. Is that what you're
spirits? Saying? If you roll, you're a free spirit. If you're left to right, you got to do things by the book, how it's been told you to do, and that's how it's going to be. The other thing, there's advantages to rolling. You know, like if you're eating half your corn of the cob and you're like, I'm kind of full right now. Well, you only get halfway through the corn of the cob. You whip out your pocket knife, cut off the part you ate, take the uneaten part with you. You can give that to your wife, give that to your kids, give that to the homeless guy on the side of the road. But if you're going typewriter style, I mean, you can't share with anybody. So maybe the people who eat around the cob are more generous. But how about that?
I want to know. I think this is ridiculous.
We're willing to give.
Who eats a cob of corn and doesn't finish it?
Well, people who've eaten probably 30 or 40 of them before that, you know.
And according to your logic, you finish half a cob of corn, and your next option is to go give it to the homeless guy on the street,
or my lady. You know, you never know when they're.
I'm sure any human being would love and would be more than welcome to receive a half-eaten cob of corn with all your teeth marks in it.
Eaten, it's just a half a cob of corn. If you cut off the part that's already eaten, that's just half a cob of corn. God. Only yours would be half eaten because you ate one side of it, and like the dark side of the moon, there's still a good side left, you know.
You never cease. You never. How do I want to say this? I am constantly impressed with you.
Oh,
And
shucks.
the way you view the world, what color lenses do you have on that you can see these things?
Corn-colored lenses.
Yellow, right?
Yep,
Okay,
corn-colored
yellow
lenses.
or white corn? That's the next question.
Oh gosh, any corn's good corn. I like them
Yeah,
both.
no, I agree. That's right. That's the right answer. That's the right answer.
You know what's
Well,
better?
there's
Free corn.
well, yeah, free corn, sure, but I don't know if you're gonna get too much free corn these days. I don't know.
Mm.
All right. Chris has settled the debate, Dave. And for all of you out there, we need to know, how do you eat your corn? Put it in the comment section down below. Are you like me, go left to right like a typewriter? Or are you like the free spirits of the world and roll it? Or are you like Chris and you just cut it off like I don't know, like like a little kid? Little kids get them cut off the cob.
No,
Like,
no,
oh
no,
my God.
no. Boy Scouts are always prepared. I always got my pocket knife on me. If you cut the corn off, that means you're ready for anything. If you get stranded in the woods, you're gonna be fine. You get stranded in a bus stop, you're gonna be fine.
You get stranded at some random picnic and you get corn on the cob, you're gonna
Be fine. So there's three schools of thought there, and only the latter two are right.
Well, I'm never gonna think about eating my corn the same way ever again.
I don't know. Why don't you try it once, Doug? What is your opposition to?
I can't do the rolling. I think if I roll it, it just won't feel right. It just won't feel right.
You see, Doug.
Yeah.
Everything in life, everything in the natural world works in a circular direction. The turning of the earth, the changing of the tides, and things like that. Everything goes. Even what's it? Fibonacci's circle or
Fibonacci sequence. Yeah, the Fibonacci sequence.
There's the golden ratio. The golden ratio doesn't go left to right. It goes in a circle, Doug. So, I'm telling you, you can't go against nature. It's just barbaric.
And
you
that's what
go around or cut it off.
I've been going against nature my whole life.
Well, maybe life might get easier for you.
This might change. Yeah. So I was just thinking, if I start rolling my cob, my life might do a 180 or something.
Yeah. Just got to roll with it, Doug.
There you go, people. You can't beat that as an answer. Let us know in the comment section, how do you eat your corn? Do you agree with us that if you're linear, you're organized and you don't like change or whatever, and if you roll it, then you are a free spirit, like 1960s San Francisco?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep.
And if you like Chris, you cut it off, and you're always prepared for no matter what. Okay.
Yeah.
Chris,
and you get more corn that way too.
That is true. You do get maximum corn quantity.
We call it maximum cornage.
Maximum cornage.
Yep.
There you go, people. You didn't even know that term existed. So we talked about Fibonacci's sequence and maximum cornage in the same video.
Yep.
Where else are you going to get this type of content on the internet?
Yep. We're corn rollers and proud of it.
Nowhere. All right, dear friends, you've heard it here. Well, no, this is what Chris says here at the end. But real quick, let us know how you eat your corn. And let us know if you agree with us or if you say we're a bunch of phooey and Chris is off his rocker. And maybe he is. I'll let you guys decide that. Chris, take us out of here. What if somebody has a question, what should they do?
Well, you gotta email us at busterpa@yahoo.com.
No, we changed our email address. Didn't you know?
Oh my gosh, I didn't. Well, scratch that. You gotta email us at the supplied link that Doug's gonna put in here later.
info@padutch101.com.
Well, there you go. Yeah. Change is happening. People. See how easy it was for me to roll with that? It all starts with one cob of corn.
Well, people, Memorial Day is right around the corner, and sometimes here in Pennsylvania, we can get Maryland sweet corn by Memorial Day. So if you happen to pick up some Maryland sweet corn, think of us while you're eating it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think you heard it from the Dutchman.
We heard it from Chris this week. This month it was from Chris. Yeah. You were the voice of reason this time.
Well, there's great things thrust upon great people, I guess, huh?
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Well,
All right, friends.
you heard it from us, and until next time, Mox
good. If you have a question, why you have to email us at info@padutch101.com.